Ayo, what's up guys? Welcome back to Wyngs Coffee Break Podcast. Today we have Satya here. Satya, say hi.
Hey guys, what's up?
And we have Alex here.
Hey guys, what's
Alright, so today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic. Do you guys want to guess? What is it?
Don't know.
So that is absolute lies. All of you know. Okay.
okay.
So today's podcast the topic is not something. I don't think so. There has been much awareness for this topic as much out there since our group of boys here working in this company are just mainly boys here. So that should explain the topic for today, which is men's mental health.
Men's mental health.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So when we say men's mental health, guys, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? I'm just curious to know. Who wanna go first?
Mental health. Okay, I think first of all is like how happy a man can feel and how sad a man can feel. There's a big role.
Yeah. I think that revolves around almost the same thing, like the feeling of happy and how do you express yourself, especially. It
because
reflects on that particular topic. I guess.
Because the man health play a big role in his own entire life itself, right?
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah.
So for me, men's mental health plays a major role in every man's life, right? Which I don't think every man's is aware, because we are built as men, so we are always go with the flow with anything. As long as we know we make it happen some way or other, die.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But how we do it, how we take care of our mental health while doing all this process, we don't consider. Alright? So I was just wondering, so some people have certain ways to keep their mental health happy.
Yeah.
So like people like me, like if you all know, I love cars and motorsport. So probably doing cars, or playing go-kart, or playing a racing game over the phone makes me happy, right? So in general, do you think spending on something to get the man to be happy in that specific scenario of his mental health, is it necessary, and is it wrong to actually spend money to get happiness over it?
Of course, I would say no, because it's important to. Because the thing is, you are spending it for yourself, for you to feel happy and comfortable. Because when you are mentally prepared and you are happy with it, and the outcome coming from you is going to be the best of your abilities, and it's going to be the best projection of yourself to the community or the people around you also. So I think it's important to spend yourself first before spending on others, because when you're spending yourself, like maybe you're spending on the sports, if you give you a physical health, and you go for meditation, it give you a mental health,
100%.
and you're doing something you like you are increasing your passion, so you give you also it's benefiting yourself. In the more you invest on yourself, the more you're going to be more productive and more efficient when you're doing something else.
Got you. That's a good answer. I agree with it. What do you think, Umang?
I think that in terms of mental health, it could be like in the beginning, it could be like the smallest thing from the smallest things, like just taking care of yourself, like for instance appearance, dressing well. A lot of guys has been like, we've been taught that guys are masculine, being their own masculine being. We don't even look after like our looks, our skin, the way that even for myself, I hardly sometimes have the time to actually go for a jog, take care of my body and stuff. But it actually begins there. All these small things, right? Actually, we didn't see it. That if we start to taking care of it, like at the very beginning, it should translate to how we feel. You see, like getting a haircut. I feel like haircut in general is actually a man's makeup.
Yeah.
It can change how you look. It could either, really mess you up, or it can make you like super good looking dude. You can jump from 5 to 7.
No comments. No comments.
but we all know this guy get a new haircut recently, and you see how it changes the look and appearance and everything else.
I'm still trying to understand this look.
But
go ahead.
But yeah, changing these small things, often thought, I think, quite contrary to the opposite gender, people usually feel that man doesn't need to actually do all these things, or we are not practiced to do all these things. But for me, I used to be also a guy that actually spends on like clothing. I like to try out different styles. Of course, in Malaysia, there's only few things that you can change. Because due to the weather, can't wear a 3-piece suit walking around here like the Suits series like that.
I want to be a man.
So I was like,
suit up.
I was like, I want to look like Harvey. But you get what I mean. At least in finding your own trait of style, it translates well in developing that personality that you have. You know, dressing well is actually even the first step to feeling good about yourself. You know, just as girls are, or other any opposite genders, that they want to like. It translates from the appearance, because of course your personality or the way that you talk is actually good for you to have that on the inside. But you know, that is, for me, is a second impression. The first impression when you go to something is like going for an interview, for instance. If let's say you were in an interview and you came back, normally nowadays if you receive a interview invitation, you will not see a dressing code. Now I realize as much, because people tend to go to the interviews dressing formal.
Because now also there is this thing called interview over the screen before you come. Then now companies are also promoting like interviews where they make their own video creatively on how you express about yourself in a creative video. And with the creativeness of that video, they're gonna hire. So I don't know, the hiring scale of how they're hiring right now is just, it's been just going differently every year.
Exactly. That's why when it comes to this thing, right, you know, just dressing for that interview, it'll give you a very difference from a guy who actually wears a t-shirt to interview. How is the impression that you feel as the interview if a guy comes in formal, you know, with very good clothes, very proper setting. So these small things, I think it plays a very big role, especially.
For me, right, in terms of spending for our own men's mental health, right, I think there is no limit in amount. I think you can spend as much as you want, as long as you are happy for yourself and for your mental health, right? Let it be you buying a car, let it be buying, fixing up a man cave, let it be like, you know, our own friend doing his car to go on the track, right? Right. So as long, do spend as much as you want, as long as your mind and your mental health is in the healthiest stage, which makes you happy, right? So that I think is the utmost importance for man's mental health. But let's switch it up. What if this person spends on like fancy branded goods, like branded Gucci, obsessively, right? Because let me give you my perspective over this. Branded goods for guys or whatever, in terms of mental health, it's up to you. It's totally up to you how you spend, what type of items you like to buy upon in these branded items. But for a bigger picture in mental health, I don't think so. It's necessary. Right, for me, it's like, it's not brand that is important, it's the comfortability, right? Even though Uniqlo can make me comfortable, besides the Gucci makes me comfortable, you know, I'll just go for Uniqlo, even though I can afford a Gucci, but I can't. It's reality. But yeah, so for me, in terms of branded items to spend for guys, I don't think so. It's a must. Is for more to a comfortability stage. What do you guys think?
Practicality over luxury.
Well, coming back to the basic like foundation, right? Because you know, the clothing what we're wearing is the basic needs for us to just cover our body. That is where the clothing was even invented for. Just to cover your internal body to the outside world, to show like, to cover your internal parts, basic last thing. And after that, they come with the comfortability, like how comfortable you feel and everything. After that only they come to how good you can look with that particular thing. So I would think investing in a clothes is important, but not necessary to spend on a very expensive thing. As long as you feel comfortable, you look very have a good appearance to the other world, then I think it should be fine. Because even you are spending for 1,000, 2,000, it's fine. But if you think you are capable of spend of that much of money,
go ahead.
If you're earning that much, then you can go ahead and spending that much. No worries about it.
Maybe that's your comfortable brand amount to spend.
Because some people, you know, they just wear because it's a brand, not because how they feel and how comfortable it is.
Back to it again. I feel like that is actually true what you said. You know, for most of people, they feel that, you know, guys being guys, they feel that we will choose practicality over luxury any day. You know, because we know that this is not necessary. We don't need this thing to be certain color, certain material. I don't want a fur made out of a cow or something like that, or you know, things like that. It is not necessary. But for me, I feel like if you do have the ability to spend the money, normally for us, each one of us have a dream thing that we want to own. Like say, for instance, I believe all of us like watch. So of course if we do like, you know, those things like watch, but you know, having that kind of feeling that you want to buy that one thing, even though it costs you as much, is actually, if you see it in another perspective, you are sacrificing what you want. You always say that let's have it next month, and let's have it. I prefer to put it in a way that oh, this is my goal. I want to achieve this. If I wanted to buy that watch, I want to get it. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how long, but at least at the back of our minds, we know that, yeah, I want this thing, and I should get it because I should feel that I entitled to get it because I work my ass off to get this thing.
100%.
Yeah, so I don't think that we should cut off our feelings to feel that
Yeah.
it's not necessary to have
Correct.
this thing, you know.
And it's also important to know, like, everybody have their own passion.
Yeah.
So some people's
Yes.
passion is maybe just spending on branded items.
yeah, exactly.
To make themselves
Right,
happy.
right.
So it's not wrong. We can. It depends. But in the overall stage, but we all men think it's fine to not spend over branded things and still feel comfortable and have a healthy healthy mindset.
Yeah,
Mhm.
as long
Flowing.
as you are not, sacrificing your financials over
Yeah,
it,
of
you're
course.
putting yourself in debt. I think
Yeah,
it
but
should
hey,
be good to go.
certain boys do that. We put ourselves in financial debt so our car goes faster.
Yeah, that one you can't lie. It happens sometime from time to time. It's just, the instincts of
Yeah,
it.
You are too passionate about it. You don't care whatever it is. Do it.
It's no longer blood running into your body; it's the petrol.
yeah. Just get pure gasoline, guys.
Okay, good one. Okay, good answers for the for what in terms of spending. Okay, let's switch it up a bit. Let's not talk about spending. Maybe spending is not the only thing that covers for men's mental health. Maybe it's the people you surround yourself with, your friends, right?
Mhm.
Do you think to have a healthy manly or proper men's mental health, does it require to have a huge group of friends, or do you think a small circle is the way to go?
Because there are so many people around us. Okay, the only quality people can give you a quality life. Because the reason is what I believe, right? Like the environment plays a big role in everybody's life. Like even when we were a kid, right? So how your parents gonna grow you up, how your friends when you were in childhood, they are what represent how you are in the future. And also like whoever people are around you, they're gonna play a big role in your life. Imagine you're having a friend who is a drug dealer. Example. So he's thought a process about how to do drugs and everything, but you're not benefiting you either way. But let's say a friend, he's interested in doing business.
Mm-hmm.
So he every day talking to people about the business, their investment, everything. So eventually you get knowledge from that, and over time you get interest in doing business.
Mm-hmm.
And that will help you to grow a better mindset, or on you to have a better understanding in your business, and even like how a married life should be. Even among the guys, we will share like what is your life perspective, how you want to be. Like you can't discuss with that with a certain group of friends. They are only
Topics,
they are very a limited group of friends where they can share the same passion and the same vision you're having towards your life.
100%.
Like even like I think we had a huge group of friends last time.
Yeah.
But now often we realize we hang out with them because the way we look at life is changing over time.
Yeah. Little backstory of what Satyakuma is saying is that last time there used to be a huge group of friends, at least 20 of us. Yeah. That's how I actually met Satya and also Ishwar and also Sarvin with this huge group of friends.
Yeah.
And then just the 4 of us from the whole group just came a small pile of us, created a small circle. Then I had my friend from school. So that's how we all are, right? So what do you think, Umar?
I feel that having a lot of people to know you is not a problem. Network is important, especially in terms of business. You got to have a lot of people to know, because you never know when the strings need to be pulled. And having to know a lot of people is just good. But in terms of circle, I believe sometimes we do have to be a little bit strict into terms of like, it's not that we are picky about our friends. It's just that sometimes when we share the same passion, it's the same as how the things are going on inside this room itself. Like the people inside here are, having that aligned goal with each other, that wants to help each other to grow, and that kind of like translate when it comes to achieving a bigger task or any hurdles that we face. We know that I got your back, you got my back, and everybody is actually
100%.
working together as one, and that
And
kind of
that is the reason we are being together in Wings.
100%.
Because we have the same vision towards life, right?
Yeah, and the